Mahadeva has everything because he manifested everything. Then what for he came as a beggar, Bhikshadana? Understand, he stands in front of humanity with a begging bowl. Oh humanity, give me few matured individuals. I want to give you all these powers. And still he is standing with a begging bowl. Nothing to clap. Nothing to clap. Oh human beings, still Mahadeva is standing with a begging bowl. Give me few responsible individuals. I'll manifest all these powers through them. Do great good to humanity, not just feel good feeling enlightenment. The feel good feeling enlightenment, I have given it to thousands. But I wanted to create solid individuals who will not only have enlightenment, manifest it experientially, physically as demonstrable powers. I'll continue to stand in front of humanity eternally till humanity gives me that few hundred people. I'll continue to stand, don't worry. I will not walk out. I will not give up. But you guys decide how long you are going to make me stand with this begging bowl. I can see the hypocrisy simply. I don't know whether it is a sickness. See, if you say, yes, I signed up, but I don't think I can do, it is sickness. If you say, I've signed up, I'm going to make it happen, I am not going to leave it. Even if I break my head, I'll do it. That is what is inspiration. I signed up, I am making it. That is maturity. I am seeing in the 1,200 sign up, 1,000 is sick. Only 200 is inspired. Not a single one is matured. Then I have only second option. At least come and be around me here. I'll empower you and train you and make sure you don't do anything stupid out of your immaturity and give in only powers. See, the powers themselves are capable of bringing maturity into you, but till the transition happens, the danger of misusing the power is there, which can collapse the cosmic order here and there, the karmic order. I have nothing to dictate, which I can't. I only have begging bowl to stretch. It's now up to you guys whether you want to drop yourself in that begging bowl or not. But I tell you, anybody who drops themselves in that begging bowl, I'll make you as part of me. I'll digest you. There is only two ways you can drop yourself into that begging bowl. One, complete integrated responsibility. When you say, do it. And your life is capable of fulfilling the words you utter. It's a law of life. It's law of life. Your life is capable of the words you utter. That is one way. Make it happen what you committed. Then you have dropped yourself in my begging bowl. Or the second way, physically come and decide to live here, live around me. Then I can just smoke out all your hypocrisy. But be stable here. Don't run away. Yesterday night, one of my mahant was asking me, Swamiji, that dengue came, did not even touch you and went away. Was it because of the yogic body? Because many incarnations seems to be not having yogic body. I told her, the only reason for this yogic body is my Guru Raghupati Yogi and my mother, who never listened to my complaints about him and sending me back to him. For that one thing I am grateful to my mother. She will never listen about any complaint I bring about my gurus. She will just turn that side and start cutting vegetables. And as if I am telling a story, I will tell her, oh, he made me do Surya Namaskar from morning sunrise to sunset. Now my knees are paining. He is tying gunny bag on my knees and asking me to rest. She will turn her eyes and cut the vegetable. She will have tears in her eyes. She will hide it. But she will not stop sending me next day. Next day when again my Guru comes, she will say, Kana, Swami, go Swami. Her steadfastness and my Guru's Shraddha, that too is responsible for my yogic body. Why day in and day out this body goes on delivering the higher truths, residing in the highest consciousness, and continues to function in all the normal ways. I'll continue to share just to put this on the record. It is up to you, O human beings. If 400 people drop themselves in my begging bowl, I'll put this in reality, the 400 powers of Agama, or I'll at least put it on record, that's all. Then when the humanity is ready to drop itself in my begging bowl, then take these videos and make them into reality. I have decided I'm going to express, manifest this science of manifesting these powers. These 400 powers, which will make human beings so powerful. You will become a blessing for you and to the world. It is not just feel-good feeling enlightenment. There are many stupid fellows declaring just that feel-good feeling as enlightenment. If that stays with you continuously for some months and years, they call that as enlightenment. Understand, that is good. I am not saying bad. But remember, that is not enlightenment. along with that feel-good feeling, the great powers which can express through the human body, only when all of them express, it's a completion of enlightenment. It's a completion of enlightenment. As Mahadeva declares, the Sayujya Mukti, becoming one with Adi Moola Jyoti, Mahasadashiva, O humanity, I've inspired you enough. I've explained to you guys enough. I've done everything I can do. Now I have nothing more to do other than standing with my begging bowl and declaring, I am going to reveal this science. I am going to manifest this science explained in Agamas. If you guys become authentically responsible, either by doing what you declare with integrity, or by physically coming and living, standing my training, getting empowered and using that power to grow into maturity. Understand? The other day, one of the Nithyananda participant was crying, saying that, am I eligible? Is there no exemption? I said, whatever Nitya Devi is teaching is a science. Whatever I am doing is compassion. I veto the science and I'll give you the power. Don't worry, leave. I can veto it and empower you, and by empowering, making you matured. But because the transition time, you should not mess up with yourself and others. Sometimes you can seriously damage you with these powers before you get into maturity. You can make stupid decisions. That is the reason I wanted you physically around me, so that you can manifest these powers and manifest maturity also. Any power to become maturity, it takes around 21 days to 42 days. Minimum 21 days, maximum 42 days. By the time it will become a maturity to handle itself. You will not be able to misuse, abuse, destroy yourself or others with that powers. But during the transition time, you need to be physically around me, so that you can't mess up with your life and others' life. You can't mess up the karmic or cosmic natural flows. Actually, once that powers become maturity, after that, even if you interfere with the karmic flow, it will only be compassion. You will not collapse the whole system. You know, like where exactly to intervene and clean it up and relax. If you are not matured and given power, you will burn the school. if you are matured and having the power, you will just make the headmaster understand, I think today it may rain, let's give a leave. Let's declare holiday to school. That's the difference. You won't collapse the system. Suddenly it will be cloudy, and once he declares holiday, the clouds will move. They will go for their job. That is a harmless way of making the same result happen without collapsing the system. That's what I call maturity. You will just know where to intervene and make it happen with minimal intervention, without any major collapse. When my guru initiated me into third eye and said, look through third eye and create any will, it will become reality. I was playing with that. To test that only, I looked at the school building, which was a thatched hut, and said, come on, burn. I could see very clearly from my third eye that light ray moving, and that building caught fire. The thatched hut just caught fire. But in few minutes, my guru appeared and set it all right, and no life was lost or no injured. Nobody got injured. But few moments of panic. Understand? Anyhow, I have decided I am going to reveal the science. I already have at least 70 ready. During the Kumbh Mela, the 70 initiations are going to happen. Because some of the initiations needs physical nearness and physical touch. Some of the powers Mahadeva expressed in Shivajnana Upanishad. Many of the commentators made all of them like a meditation techniques. It is not meditation, it's a powers. It's actually powers. Manifestation. The method of manifesting the powers. I'm ready. Kumbh Mela 21 days. At least 70 powers, 70 initiations. Free. I am going to start revealing. Actually, those 70 which needs the physical nearness and touch of the human body, that only I am reserving for Kumbh Mela. Other things I am going to start manifesting, revealing in the morning satsangs itself. Morning or evening satsangs itself. I am going to start my work. And I am standing with my begging bowl. Bhiksha Patra. If you are physically away, come to the integrity of making every word you utter as reality. Every word you commit as reality. Not only with the Sangha, even in your house, business, everywhere. That integrity makes you person with a spine and backbone. I can pour the powers into you. It will stay in you as maturity. You will not be dangerous. Integrated person will never be a dangerous for society. I can empower him with any number of powers. Either do that without hypocrisy, or physically come here, decide to live here for this 1 year. Nithyanandeshwara Samarambam Nithyanandeshwari Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam. I welcome all of you with my love and respects. I welcome all the Inner Awakening graduates and the Inner Awakening participants, Nithyanandoham participants, Nithyanandoham teamily, and everyone sitting with us through Nithyananda TV and private streaming and two-way video conferencing, having Nayana Diksha all over the world. I think large number of cities, starting from Puduvayadinam, Tambaram, Singapore, Seattle Adinam, Singapore Adinam, New York Adinam, Melbourne Adinam, Slovakia, Kuala Lumpur Adinam, St. Louis Adinam, Guadalupe Adinam, Mill Valley, Philadelphia, Slovakia Shivaloka, Toronto Adinam, Selayang Malaysia, Oklahoma Adinam, Hyderabad Adinam, Dallas Paduka Mandir, Kajang Malaysia, San Jose Adinam, Dubai, Phoenix Adinam, Ohio Adinam, Los Angeles Adinam, London, Baroda, Oklahoma Adinam, Hyderabad Adinam, Morris Plains, New Jersey, Houston Adinam, Phoenix Adinam, I think, God, long list. I welcome all of you with my love and respects. Let me introduce this one great truth which will make you realize all the truths I taught you. Understand? Master truth. This one will make you understand and realize all the truths I taught you. That master truth is Shakti, energy, intensely being alive and active. Let's first pay our respects to Shakti, Rajarajeshwari. On the 9th day of the Brahmotsavam, she is alive, active on the horse. Let's offer our respects to her.
Om Namo Devyai Mahadevyai Shivayai Galanam Namaha Nava Prakriti Bhadrayai Niyata Pranadasmatam गौरी विवाय सलिला नित्यक्षत्ते गौरी द्रुपशी चाचदुष्पदी तापती नवपदी बभूषी सहस्रा अक्षरा परमे व्योमन्ये राजाधिराजाय प्रसय्यशाहिने नमो वयं वैश्रवणाय कुर्महे समे कामान् कामकामाय मह्यम् कामेश्वरो वैश्रवणो दधातु कुबेराय वैश्रवणाय महाराजाय नमः.
Listen. Everything to become realization, you need to activate that. Last few sessions I was saying that declaring your priority without error is prayer. When I was expanding on Canopanishad, I said very clearly, declaring your prayer without error is declaring your priority without error is prayer. Listen. Activating whatever you want to express in your life is Shakti. You can activate health in you. You can activate wealth in your system. You can activate multiple powers, manifesting various powers in your system. I'm very seriously looking for just 400 people who are ready to activate everything their muscle memory is capable of. So I can activate their biomemory. Listen carefully. Powers cannot be given like a IAS, IPS examinations. See, all examinations are competitive. Like whoever scores best, the top 500 people, 600 people or 1000 people get the position. For example, if you are writing examination for 2000 positions and 2 lakh people are writing, the top 2000 will get it. The powers are not given like competitive examination, like, oh, now 1200 people are there in the Nithyananda Satsang team, the top 400 gets it. No. Please understand, it is an understanding between your personality and individuality. Listen carefully. It is an understanding between your personality and individuality. Your personality, which goes on trying to show to others that you are taking responsibility. I think 2 or 3 weeks before, when I spoke about responsibility, more than 1200 people have signed up. Am I right? In Nithyananda Satsang team. All that is personalities, 1200 personalities have signed. But if I see how many individuals have become awakened, I will not say more than 200. Understand, neither giving up, oh, I don't think I can make it, is solution. That is not solution. You can't give up in the cosmos. Till you achieve, you will be dragged. Either you decide to do it, or cosmos just drags you. That dragging is what you call suffering. When you give up on you, but cosmos doesn't give up on you and it drags you, that is what you call as bondage, suffering, pressured, forced. Understand, many times the maturity of life demands you to give up your lower tastes, pick up the higher tastes. For example, till 25, 30, if senses are the only pleasure and source of joy for you, nobody will bother. It's okay. But by 50, society expects you, your taste should get matured into name and fame, identity. I am not saying it is right, but I am saying at least it is much better. Cosmos expects you to get more matured. Your pleasure, the source of your pleasure, should become responsibility. Understand? The source of your pleasure decides your maturity. If still chocolates, candy, kalkona mithai is your source of the pleasure, something is seriously wrong with you. Society expects your source of pleasure getting matured to your name and fame and identity. Cosmos expects, please listen, cosmos expects your source of pleasure should become responsibility, and the source of your bliss should become enriching. That is what cosmos calls as maturity. See, these powers are powerful tools, weapons, accessory to the higher possibilities. Please understand, I am using many words. Tools, weapons, accessory to higher possibilities. At least 20 of my kids are ready for Akashic, reading the Akashic records. But still their parents are not ready, so I am waiting. At least 20 of my kids are ready to do the reading of the Akashic records. Understand? These powers are accessories to access higher possibilities. this can start manifesting, continue to manifest only in matured beings. See, these powers are two powerful tools. If it is given to immature individuals, especially who are not directly under Guru's supervision physically, they can become dangerous. Either you are living physically near me, or you are matured enough to handle it. Only then the transmission of these powers can happen. See, when I was empowered, I had the fortune of living at the feet of my gurus directly. They used to tell, go and do what you want. You are anyhow inside us only. We will manage. Actually, I lived like a hero from the school time. Because these powers, playing with these powers. And I wanted to put this on record here. When I was empowered, I did not have the maturity. I did not have the maturity to handle them. You see, if you are directly, physically living around me, I can invest the power and continue to work with you. That also can make you matured. By the time they were able to make me matured, even with you guys, I have only two options. Either you really become matured enough not to lie to you. So these powers can be transmitted to you. See, not to lie to you. Understand this. This is what I was uttering. From personality to individuality. When you sit with yourself, are you looking into the whole thought current and feeling everything is vibrating with the truth of responsibility? I am the source. I am responsible. Or is your tiredness and boredom makes you think it's okay, now nobody is watching, it's okay, leave it. I tried my best, now it's okay. It's okay. Next. Even Swamiji was immature when he was given powers, okay. He told us in the LSP. I was immature, but I had physical protection of matured gurus. So if you are physically living near me, I can take this chance of giving you powers, and powers will make you matured. Even if you mess up 2-3 times, I know you can't go beyond certain limit. You can't damage too much. The maturity will simply happen. Or if you are not physically living around me, really with integrity becoming responsible and breaking your laziness. Understand, intelligence is all about not letting your authenticity be broken by the tiredness and boredom. Everyone wants to be authentically responsible. Understand, that is the law of your being. Everyone wants to be authentically responsible. But when the tiredness enters, boredom enters, it's okay, what is there? I think I have done. that zone where you think you have done too much or too much is expected of you, that zone when you collapse, are not at all completely convinced, that collapsing is what I call immaturity. Last few sessions, I was inspiring, sometime even making you perspire, shaking, make you shiver. Now I have decided I am just going to reveal, I'll continue to stand with my begging bowl, that's all. So whoever drops yourself in this begging bowl, you can make these powers into reality for the humanity, or I'll just make it into record for humanity. Let the future see these recordings and start manifesting these powers when they become matured or integrated and responsible. Understand? Oh human beings, it is up to you. Mahadeva is here, ready to absorb you into him, standing with a begging bowl. The only two ways you can drop yourself in that begging bowl is, one, either becoming really responsible, manifesting every word you utter, highly integrated and responsible, then that is enough. You will never be a danger for the cosmic flow and karmic flow. If that is not possible, come and physically live, stand my training. Don't run away in between, that's the main thing. The parents who have taken away their kids are the fellows who ran away because they were not able to stand this training. Maybe time will make them understand. Biggest mistake they have done is that. So if you decide to physically come and be here, stand the training. It is after all the process of awakening. Putting you in sleep is very easy. Lullabies are enough. Ooh. Waking you up, Kailaya Vadyam is required. Understand? To put you to sleep, lullabies are enough. To wake you up, Kailaya Vadyam is required. I am a Tirukkailaya Vadyam, not lullaby. I am the roar of Tirukkailaya Vadyam, not lullaby. Not lullaby. Responsibility with integrity means if you utter a word, I'm going to make this happen, just pulling that out of your very consciousness and making it into reality. Everything is available in your consciousness, bringing tireless activism. Not just the words you utter to Sangha, the words you utter to your patients, your spouse, your team, your family, highly being integrated to your words. And any word you utter, pulling that out of your consciousness and making it into reality. If you manifest that high responsibility, you already dropped into my Bhiksha Patra. I am ready to absorb you into me and manifest these powers through you. That is what is working zone. Actually, that makes working relationship between us. Or come to this compassion zone, where I straight empower you and make you matured, roll the ball, ripen you up, and even if you mess up in the initial level, I am there to take care and protect. Like how I grew up. That's the way I grew up. My masters did not waste time waiting to empower me till I became matured. I have seen they will sit and discuss. It's okay. Open up all these things. Open up all these in him. He will stand up and we will make him matured. What is there? Till they left the body, everything was given to me before I became qualified for it. Only after they left the body that I had to become qualified, and then things will start manifesting in me. So I have given clearly my strategy. Actually, today I am not giving any satsang. I am just giving you my strategy. It is not LSP session, satsang, discourse. Don't go out and tell, wow, Swamiji, such an amazing, inspiring satsang and discourse and put it in your Facebook status. No. Today I am revealing my strategy. The essence of today's session is Swamiji's strategy for sharing the 400 powers. Put only this line as your status update in the Facebook. Either you stand up with a responsibility, an integrated responsibility wherever you are, or you just drop yourself into my begging bowl by being here, welcome home, then come home. I'll train you. I only need 400 people. If more people come, I'll be happy, but I need only 400. I am not asking more than that. Usually, if 800 comes, only then 400 stands my training. That's the ratio. Half is lullaby. They expect, I'm a lullaby. I am not Lullabi Guru. I am a Tirukailayavadyam. I am very happy with my kids. My kids are the only one who can make the smile appear in my face immediately. There may be any campfire, fire camp session going on. But if my kids walk there, that's all. Yesterday when Arunachaleshwara session was going on, means fire, Jig Agni session behind Anandapuri. And my kids walked in bringing that Sani Pradosham deity. The moment they came in, it all became Jalagandeshwara. Cool, smiling and exchanging smiles and exchanging dancing steps. So I am very clear, I am repeating and declaring my strategy. I am ready with 70 initiations for Kumbh Mela, and whatever can be transmitted without the physical touch, I am going to start revealing in the next satsangs itself, because I have to finish 400. Bhikshadana only sits as Dakshinamurti. First he comes down with his begging bowl asking for people, responsible people. So once whoever drops themselves into his begging bowl, he sits with them and makes them as Sabdarishis. That's all. I think when first time he came with a begging bowl, only 7 people dropped themselves in his begging bowl. That is why that 7 became Rishis, Sabdarishis. Because whoever was in his begging bowl, he made them all sit, and then he started teaching as Dakshinamurti. They became Rishis. Actually, with the decision, I am the source, and integrity to responsibility, you can manifest anything you want. Your integrity to responsibility should be such, unless you fulfill that, you will not be able to feel like eating or sleeping. Just you have to manifest. Make that into reality. Whether it's a business commitment or family commitment or Sangha commitment, whether it's your team or family or teamily, anywhere, let your backbone become integrity and responsibility. Let the integrity and responsibility become your backbone. When responsibility becomes your backbone, your liver will become so strong it can digest even stone. That is when you develop guts. When you work from head, life is logical. When you work from guts, life is magical. I am not giving any inspiring speech today. No. I am not giving any perspiring speech also today. No. I am just sharing my strategy. Straight, plain, personal gossip. Straight, plain, personal gossip. which happens over a cup of coffee or tea. I am explaining now my personal strategy. So, either stand with integrity and responsibility as a backbone, as a core of you, wherever you are, then you are tuned to my frequency. You can capture, you can catch when I send the initiation and transmit the powers. So now my sannyasini, she was saying heavy back pain. I said it will be healed. And then she came and reported to me yesterday, Swamiji, the moment you said it will be healed, it is healed, the pain is gone. I said, from this, you have two good news. One, my healing has taken away your suffering. The second good news, your body listens to me more than it listens to you. You are in the safe hands. You are in the best hands. Now, when you are, it is because she is highly integrated to me. Highly integrated. Even if she does some stupid thing, she will come and tell me and get the firing. But it's all about integrity. No question of hiding from me. Understand, if you stand with that integrity, wherever you are, when I throw, when I transmit this fire, it will reach you. You will catch it. Because you are in my frequency. You are tuned to my frequency. The password to receive the powers through two-way video conferencing is responsibility with integrity. It will open up. If you think that is not happening, just come and drop yourself here and don't leave the campus. Stand my training. I'll take care. Welcome home. The activism to stand with your integrity responsibly shakes up Shakti in you. Understand? That only shakes up Shakti in you. Today my gift to all of you is Shakti Jagrita mantra. The mantra which awakens Shakti in you, the Kundalini in you, directly from Markandeya Rishi. Markandeya is one of the greatest devotee of Mahadeva. That great Rishi Markandeya has given a mantra to awaken, activate intense energy in you. Make yourself integrated and responsible. It's a 9-letter mantra. Navakshari it is called. The palm leaves in which the Navakshari is printed. I am sending this as a blessing and initiation to all of you. Rama chanted this before starting his war on Ravana. He won the war just by this one mantra. And from the time of Markandeya, Markandeya gave two mantras to the world. One is Trayambakam Yachamahe Sugandhim Pushtivardhanam Urvarugam Iva Vandanat Mrityor Mukshiyamamridat. The Mrityunjaya Mahamantra. And the second is Navakshari. This mantra today, my gift to all of you is just keep this under your pillow. Remember this mantra and fall asleep. When you wake up, again just chant this mantra a few times. That will awaken the whole Kundalini in you, make you reach your peak integrity and responsibility. Maybe then you will be able to drop yourself in my begging bowl. So, I am sending this Navakshari as gift to all of you. Have it. It will awaken your integrity and responsibility. I wanted to tell this important secret to you, secret about life. As long as you have a certain identity, you will always feel life is unjust towards you, adharmic towards you, unjust towards you. The most fortunate human being is the one who does not suspect himself, who does not doubt himself, who is able to put completely his faith wholly on himself. You putting your whole faith on you happens only by you dropping your identities, which creates the self-doubts, self-hatred and self-denial by you. I tell you, I wanted this to be known to you. When you come near me, if you are operating by love or whatever, you are gone. You disappear into me. You just disappear into my existence. Whether you come near me with a deep devotion or just normal way, you disappear into my presence. If you come with a deep devotion, you dissolve beautifully. That is what I call enlightenment. And you wasted your whole life by protecting your stupid identity, which is going to ditch you at the end of the day, end of the life. When you are about to leave the body, you will see so much of suffering. And you ask your identity, what is this? I trusted you and acted my whole life guided by you. And I did whatever you wanted. Now you are showing this suffering. He will just raise his hand and say, I don't know. You did what you want to do. Why are you asking me? And you try to catch his collar and ask for an answer. Suddenly you will realize only the empty shirt is there, nobody is there inside. Only the collar is there, nobody is there inside. Only the cloth is there, nobody is there inside. It is the coat stand you are catching, not the person. Blessed are those who understand the conspiracies done against you by your identity. So, decide to drop the unconscious identity. If you are able to beg for your food and needs from other people, you become a sadhu. If you are able to drop your identity and be a pure space in front of other people, other identities, you become Jivan Mukta. If you are able to beg others to drop their identities, you become incarnation. I am giving you one more definition of living Advaita. Being who is capable of thriving continuously by renouncing the old identities is living Advaita. Building the right identity. People ask me, why should we do it? Listen. As I said, throughout this persecution, what kept me strong is that I had no doubt about my identity. That is because I had experienced who I am. Now I can tell all of you to be strong and successful in your life because I showed it. I have demonstrated it. I have demonstrated it. This can only be done consciously and authentically, creating your identity, and through that experience of Advaita, by experiencing you are the cosmos, the Advaita. Only when you consciously build your identity, you will realize that identity is nothing more than something you created, and you can choose to keep it or lose it or change it the way you want. Till then, it will not become an experience in you. One, I just want to say a few things to you. One, identity building is just like body building and mind building. Society taught us about body building and mind building, but never you are given a knowledge about building the being. Authenticity is the technique for building your being, building your identity consciously. What you consider as you is your investment. If you consider you only based on physical assets, then you have a depreciating value. Experientially and exponentially depreciating value. As time passes, life will be hell for you. If you describe yourself based on characteristics of your mental abilities, you can have appreciation asset. As time passes, you have more joy. But now here is the important truth. You can have something that is eternally appreciating. If your perception about you is based on consciousness, the space and being you carry, you have exponentially, eternally appreciating asset. Listen. A good financial advisor for you will always tell you, hey, put all your money in various ways. Put little in the real estate, put little in the shares, put little in the stocks, put little in the gold, put little in the as the currency. He will tell you how to keep your portfolio. Portfolio management. Same way I am telling you. I am giving you the advice for the conscious portfolio management. Don't put all your money into just the idea your body, your mind. Put something into the concept that you are being. Your body goes on exponentially depreciating. your mind goes on appreciating, your consciousness exponentially appreciating and eternally appreciating. So understand, strategize your life based on authenticity. How you perceive you to be, let it be based on authenticity. I am asking you to hold the right identity and strengthen that right identity. Complete with all unnecessary components you are carrying. Teamily process is nothing but reminding you to build the right identity. Through this teamily process, I am giving you the eternal insurance. Whoever builds the right identity, please listen. Whoever builds the right identity, you get the place in Aksharadham. Imperishable space. The power of Kailasa, wealth of Vaikuntha, put together is Aksharadham. You get the space there. So understand, identity is to be built consciously as a lifestyle. Identity is to be built consciously as a lifestyle. Identity has to be built strongly, consciously, as a lifestyle. Once you have built your identity, every thought, word, action will be simply aligned to what you want. And when you have a thought, ask yourself, is it aligned to your identity? Then do it. Otherwise, simply drop it. The conflicting identities in you drag you to the wrong direction. By the time you wake up and realize this, you are dead. You live as an accident and die as an accident. The person who starts building the identity, even if he is a failure in building it authentically, he will be successful in his journey, because even starting the journey in the right direction with the right guide is the greatest thing that can happen in your life. Your identity is a string art. Earlier it was made of random pins unconsciously placed. So the string art itself is a random. You are stuck with what you have unconsciously built. In inner awakening, I loosened the pins and removed many of the wrong pins. Now I am teaching you how to put the pins where you want and create the string art the way you want. The way you want. Now I'll expand the process to build your identity using the process of authenticity. The dictionary definition of authenticity means being true to who you are. But you need to know, who are you? Do you know that? All your ideas about you are lies. If you try to find out who you are, you will find out from your root patterns that your idea of yourself is a fake, inauthentic. So to build the authentic identity, we need to complete with and get rid of our current inner image. The identities that build unconsciously, you need to get rid of it. And we need to build the highest identities of ourselves. So let's revisit the 4 identities. Inner image is the idea you carry about yourself. inside you. Outer image is the way you project yourself. Others' image is how others perceive you, for which you are responsible. Life image is how you perceive others and life. Write down your current highest identity in each of these images. The best inner image you want to have, best outer image you want to have, best others image you want to have, best life image you want to have. Highest image that you can conceive. When you are putting your inner image and outer image, don't try to describe in just one word. Some of the people have just put Shivoham, Shivoham, Shivoham. What do you know about Shivoham? No. Describe the qualities you want to radiate, detailed way. Don't put abstract words. Describe what you understand as Shivoham. Clearly describe. You will not know Shiva as of now. So put what you think as Shiva. At least few qualities. If you perceive Shiva as all-powerful, all-knowing, always compassionate, put these qualities. But don't stop with this. Don't think Shiva is only that much. Whatever you want to start first, the first priority, the first images you want to radiate, put them first. Then you will see. It's like there may be huge dam. If you want the water to come out, you don't need to break the whole dam. Just poke few holes, that water will break the whole dam. The same way, even if you think few qualities of Shiva, that will open up and all qualities of Shiva will happen. But you have to clearly describe those few qualities. So understand, put the proper inner image and outer image, the best others image you want to have, and life image. Understand what you want, describe it properly. Now I am giving you the teamily process which you need to do. Describe what is your inner image elaborately. Describe what is your outer image, how you want to project you. Describe others' image, how people should perceive you. Describe the life image, how you want to experience life and others. Describe all these four elaborately, because as elaborately as you describe, it will be easy for you to find the incompletions and complete. From today, you will complete in a very detailed way with your authentic inner image, outer image, others image, life image. Write down all the incompletions you have with you achieving your highest declared images. Start completing with all those incompletions. Share your images with everyone in your teamily. Ask each person in teamily to suggest what all the incompletions you have to complete, to achieve this identity, this authentic identity. Listen, I am giving you an example. If you describe all-knowing is my inner image, now the incompletions you are having is your ignorance. Why you entertain ignorance? So you will have to find all the root of the ignorance in you and complete with them. So the teamily, each one in the teamily will help the other person to find their incompletions based on their declaration. You will have to study the declarations of each one, spend time on it, put your intelligence on it, and help the person to discover all the incompletions they have to achieve this identity, to reach this identity. Advaita was always a solo game. A flute in the remote forest or a veena in the innermost sanctuary of the temple. or a mild string instrument in some corner. Understand, first time it's becoming a rock band, chorus lifestyle. I am disapproving the theory and I am disproving the theory of mass awakening is not possible. I am happening for mass awakening. Because I am making the process as simple as possible, as simple as it can be, and as powerful as it should be, as truthful as it is, as simple as it can be, and as powerful as it should be, as truthful as it is. You waking up from your sleep, when you remember your waking identity, similarly, now also you are in a waking dream. In a dream that you have an identity, you will wake up to the higher consciousness. When you strongly remember your higher identity, in fact, even if you remember any one quality of your higher identity, your higher self, strongly you will wake up to the higher identity. That is the technique for sudden enlightenment. If we follow the authentic process I outlined, it will wake you up to your higher reality. When you start the process, you may not know what these higher qualities are, but if you follow the process of authenticity, very soon you will be able to break open the dam and strongly experience at least one characteristics of your higher reality. With that, you will experience living Advaita. You will experience living Advaita.
शिव गुरुनाथ महाकाल शिव महिमा गुरुदेवा महादेवा गुरु महिमा गुरुदेवा महादेवा गुरु महिमा शिव गुरुनाथ महाकाल शिव महिमा शिव गुरुनाथ महाकाल शिव महिमा नित्यानंद शिव विश्व महादेवा नित्यानंद शिव विश्व महादेवा नित्यानंद शिव विश्व महादेवा नित्यानंद शिव विश्व महादेवा नित्य तत्वज्ञान नित्य महायोग नित्य तत्वज्ञान नित्य महायोग नित्य तत्वज्ञान नित्य महायोग नित्य तत्वज्ञान नित्य महायोग गुरुदेवा महादेवा गुरु महिमा गुरुदेवा शिव गुरुनाथ महाकाल शिव महिमा गुरुदेवा महादेवा गुरु महिमा गुरुदेवा महादेवा गुरु महिमा शिव गुरुनाथ महाकाल शिव महिमा शिव गुरुनाथ महाकाल शिव महिमा नित्यानंद शिव विश्व महादेवा नित्यानंद शिव विश्व महादेवा नित्य तत्वज्ञान नित्य महायोग नित्य तत्वज्ञान नित्य महायोग नित्य तत्वज्ञान नित्य महायोग नित्य तत्वज्ञान नित्य महायोग गुरुदेवा महादेवा गुरु महिमा गुरुदेवा महादेवा गुरु महिमा शिव गुरुनाथ महाकाल शिव 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 महिमा नित्यानंद महादेव काल रूपा नित्यानंद महादेव काल रूपा नित्य द्वंद्वातीता नित्य मायातीता नित्य द्वंद्वातीता नित्य मायातीता गुरुदेवा महादेवा गुरु महिमा गुरुदेवा महादेवा गुरु महिमा शिव गुरुनाथ महाकाल शिव 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 महिमा
Vivekanandeshwara Nithyanandeshwari Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam. I welcome all the living Advaita process participants sitting with us through Nithyananda TV, live streaming and two-way video conferencing, and in Rajya Sabha. I welcome all of you with my love and respects. The city, yes. I welcome all of you with my love and respects. Before entering into today's living Advaita process, I just wanted to make these few statements to all of you. See, most successful enlightened traditions, always used singing and dancing, kirtan, the physical action as an important component of their practice. Even in Vedanta, Shiva Vedantis are only the most successful people. Like Kashmiri Shaivites, Nagas, and the great Shiva yogis like Trinyana Sambandar, all of them used singing and dancing as an important component of their spiritual practice. Today morning I was sitting and scanning, actually browsing through I had little time, so I was browsing through the TV channels to listen to some of the spiritual songs. All the Tamil Nadu atheist channels, all their atheism, atheistic idea, everything they forget. They know for customers what they should do. So morning they put only the temple stotras. It's good, at least in a way. They are doing some good. So I was just going through those songs. Suddenly I started scanning consciously why this was such an important spiritual practice. Being an incarnation, even I feel so happy, blissful when I am listening about Mahadeva. When I scanned, I saw very clearly any concept, any idea surrounds you while you are singing and dancing. See, when you are singing and dancing, the mental atmosphere around you will be absorbed by you. I am using a new word, mental atmosphere. Listen. When you are singing and dancing, the mental atmosphere around you will be absorbed into you. That is why any group want to promote their ideology. They create a mental atmosphere of their ideology and make you sing and dance within that mental atmosphere, along with that mental atmosphere. If you want that women and wine should be your life, whoever wants to brainwash you, the women and wine is your life, and wants you to consume more and more women and wine, they created bars, clubs, where that mental atmosphere is created. There you sing and dance. See, when you sing and dance, your being opens up. The mental atmosphere around you, that ideas gets into your system. I am not saying women and wine is right or wrong. I'm not going to make any comments or judgment on that. All I am trying to tell you is, in any mental atmosphere you sing and dance, that ideology gets into your system. It gets into your deepermost corners of your being. Like even in the dream, you think about it. Even in the dream, even in your unconsciousness, that concept fills you, overflows in you. Understand? Whether you sing and dance about a communist ideology, or whether you sing and dance about the women wine ideology, whether you sing and dance about the materialistic ideology, whether you sing and dance about the romance ideology, whatever is the ideology about which you sing and dance, your deepermost being, core of your being, your bio-memory, your muscle memory gets programmed into that ideology. Please listen. So, singing and dancing with the ideology of Advaita and Shiva as a symbol of Advaita, Advaita as the presence of Shiva. Advaita is the glow of Shiva. Shiva is the symbol of Advaita. We should create more and more kirtans. Every day there should be singing and dancing with the Shivadvaita Satya. With the Shivadvaita Satya. Especially the Mahadeva's Leela from the context of Advaita. See, Kala Dahana, Kala Damana, killing the death, is directly the Shiva's Leela from the context of Advaita. And Kama Dahana, it is directly from the context of Advaita. The Leela of Kala Bhairava, Leela of Veerabhadra, these are all directly from the context of Advaita. Mahadeva's Leelas, directly from the context of Advaita, should be sung and danced. So that deepermost core of your being, innermost core of your being, your muscle memory and biomemory absorbs that mental atmosphere and completion becomes easy for you. The science of Advaita, science of completion, science of living enlightenment, with that, keeping Mahadeva as the embodiment of that science of living Advaita, science of living enlightenment, science of completion, more and more kirtans should be created. Singing and dancing should happen in all our temples and ashrams. So that mental atmosphere is absorbed into your muscle memory, biomemory, innermost core of your being. Completion becomes easy to you. Even in the dream, you are seeing Mahadeva. You are seeing the Satya of Advaita. You are thinking about completion. You are living enlightenment. You are thinking about the science of completion, science of living enlightenment. Understand, singing and dancing opens up not only your emotion, it opens up your bio-memory.
தவமோ உற்ற நண்பனாய் நித்யானந்தனும் வந்து உதித்தான் ஜென்ம ஜென்மமாய் செய்த தவமோ உற்ற நண்பனாய் நித்யானந்தனும் வந்து உதித்தான் காக்கும் இறையே நட்பின் உருவாய் வந்த களிப்பால் கட்டு கடங்கா மகிழ்வு கொண்டேன் மலை போல் வரும் துயர் யாவையும் நொடிப்போதினில் பொடியாக்கிட புயலாய் வருவான், துணையென வருவான். ஜென்ம ஜென்மமாய் செய்த தவமோ உற்ற நண்பனாய் நித்யானந்தனும் வந்து உதித்தான். கருவங்களை தடம் மாற்றிட வெடிப்பான், தலை தூக்கிடும் கருவங்களை தடம் மாற்றிட வெடிப்பான். பின் கருணை மழையாய் பொழிவான், தினம் கருணை மழையாய் பொழிவான். பின் கருணை மழையாய் பொழிவான், தினம் கருணை மழையாய் பொழிவான். ஜென்ம ஜென்மமாய் செய்த தவமோ உற்ற நண்பனாய் நித்யானந்தன் வந்து உதித்தான். எந்தன் மகிழ்வை தளர்த்திடச் செய்வான், நித்தின் மகிழ்வை தளர்த்திடச் செய்வான். எந்தன் மகிழ்வை தளர்த்திடச் செய்வான், நித்தின் மகிழ்வை தளர்த்திடச் செய்வான். ஜென்ம ஜென்மமாய் ஜென்ம ஜென்மமாய் ஜென்ம ஜென்மமாய் ஜென்ம ஜென்மமாய் ஜென்ம ஜென்மமாய் செய்த தவமோ உற்ற நண்பனாய் நித்யானந்தன் வந்து உதித்தான். அவன் கருணை மழையில் நாமும் இரையாய் மாறக்கூடும். சரணம் அடைந்தால் அருள்வான், அவன் சரணம் அடைந்தால் அருள்வான். சரணம் அடைந்தால் அருள்வான், அவன் சரணம் அடைந்தால் அருள்வான். ஜென்ம ஜென்மமாய் செய்த தவமோ உற்ற நண்பனாய் நித்யானந்தன் வந்து